Hi there. Thank you for watching this video. If it is your first time on this channel, please go ahead and check other videos on this channel. Click on like and subscribe. So this video is about why SAP business users struggle with numerous issues. Why end users and the IT team having many issues after implementation, after upgrade and rollouts. So in different scenarios, what are the reasons for their in the project that business users struggle. So let's take a look at first reason, implementation practice. So when project manager or management team or system integrator implement project, they based on their understanding that they need to implement the software based on their approach. They have some tight deadlines, so they would not go with the basically the team who is doing implementation. They're going by the their own understanding that it should be done in 6 months. So when reality is maybe it is a longer or shorter period of time, and or maybe there are more processes and more requirements out there that would impact the user, end users, or system functionality. So where the management don't see the ground reality and go by their own understanding and go by the advertisement of the company who's providing a software. So that actually impact the users. So end user will struggle with that. Implementation team will struggle with that. What challenges they have challenges, but the management have their goal, or project manager have some deadlines. So you need to complete this by. They don't really care if the end users will understand and how productivity impact and how good solution they're impacting. So after they do this in 6 months, for example, they might lose a lot of training, they might lose a lot of functionality, they might lose a lot of things in the project which are essential, but they are end up implementing and completing the project. So that is a failed project, that's a failed management, and that will impact users a lot. Second thing is best practices. So for example, SAP offers some best practices, or I would say there's one solution do not fit all. For example, so their best practices might be good for different industry, or one company might have their process some tweak where they use differently. So every company have their own processes and they use something different functionality based on their processes and their system and with their different activities. So if we try to fit the solution already designed and tell them, okay, your requirements go to in this bucket and you have to use this way. So they might have some organization change management issue where they will have some system relevant issues, more clicks, more screens, more complexity. So many things can impact this. So best practices might be the way, but it might not be the way for many scenarios. So and it's actually it's not designed as per the requirement. It is already designed. We have to fit the requirements into that. So that is one of the areas where the end users get impacted, and they might have some issues, and the team will struggle with that, and everyone in the project. So as we speak about the project end goal, one of the reason is, for example, the end goal is to just implement this, or maybe they have some in this timeline to complete this. Their goal is not to implement or train users with to the fully extent. So if you take a look at the project methodology or management, or their end goal is not to train users from the beginning, and that is not their essential goal. This is the one small part of it where they will do few small period of time where they will train users and basically implement this end goal, and that might be losing out a lot of users functionality, and it will create a lot of issues and tickets and a lot of frustration and for the user or business users and also the team. So how would we avoid that? So we need to the far more, or the first thing we need to do, have end user training much more sophisticated, much more advanced, and much more better, instead of just putting some small period of time. they can be trained much more longer time. And so uh, basically they can start before the project implementation, where they can see some introductory videos where they can understand few things, how the system works, so on and so forth, so they can start understanding this and get SAP user trained, change best practices. And so, for example, best practices don't have to be implemented as is, so we can have some change in the process where they can make it easier for users. So these are the few points are out there for users they can use. And in the end, I would say that I have some few books on the SAP end user guide, SAP S/4HANA business customer how to for end user guide, and also how to guide for SAP customer master for ECC. So these books might help for users to might understand how system work with the screenshots and step by step and some basic understanding of SAP. And also, if you like this video, if you like to contact me, please go ahead and connect. And this book, or you will find the links of this book in the description below. Thank you very much. And like, subscribe, and leave a comment, give a feedback. Thank you very much.